It is Friday, February 2nd, 2024, and I am happy Groundhog Day. I completely forgot that it was Groundhog Day until I was working with the new hire today, and she mentioned it. And it's like, oh yeah, you're completely right. I completely forgot about it. So I got out of work a little early today, so which is really nice because I'm tired. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping all that well this week. I think I woke up a couple of times last night, and it seems like it took a while. Um, the thing that I'm thinking about as I go to sleep lately has been, uh, if you remember, about a month ago when I talked about New Year's resolutions with my sister, um, I want to make I want to make some more educational videos for my one of my YouTube channels, and uh, so that's kind of what I've been thinking about, like at night and stuff, when like you don't really have anything else to think about, and you know, well, when you don't have anything else to do besides think, I guess. So, I was thinking of doing a series of two videos, but as I've um, as I've thought about it and like kind of researched it a little bit, uh, I've actually found some really interesting things that make me want to turn it into like a 4-part series, but that would require a lot of effort based on what I'm planning. I don't know. I mean, I can just not be cryptic about it. Um, the the first the way I'm thinking of splitting it up is so the topic of the first video would be uh, the idea is I want to explain Reed-Solomon encoding. Um, well, and decoding, I guess, but whatever. And so the idea would be um, basically the first video, I kind of go over the setup of why this is a problem, or why people, what problem is trying to be solved by it, and probably go over like interpolation, polynomials. Um, and then the next video would be about uh, Reed-Solomon encoding and finite fields, which might take a long time to explain. Hopefully, the actual Reed-Solomon part doesn't take very long. So those two together are kind of like the mathematical thing. And then the thing I've been looking at recently that it's really interesting is QR codes. So like the third video would be about QR codes and how they use Reed-Solomon encoding, basically. And then the last video, which I'm not sure if I actually want to do or not, would be how to actually program like a computer vision system to uh, to actually scan a QR code. So, and like how to take the basically, making a QR code is not the hard part of a QR code. The hard part is, you know, going to a picture and then figuring out backwards, decoding a QR code. So basically, the idea, and this might be like a more, see, this is the stuff I think about as I'm trying to fall asleep. So actually, what would end up being is instead of like, so the 4-part series would be the idea, the math background, the math background and solution, the application, and then the implementation, which is really kind of a nice four-part formula for these type of things. And that's one of those things where it's like, not everybody can do all four parts of that. Um, and that's, I think that would, I would be able to, okay, the implementation, like actually doing a computer vision system, um, that is not something I'm that confident about. I think I can make something that works. And, where like the rest of the videos are going, this is how, a finite field is really just a set of values that you can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division on. Um, and then the implementation would be like, so here's what I did, and I don't really know if this actually works, but I've scanned like 100 QR codes. There's a difference in style between what the first three videos would be and what the last video would be. Even probably part of the third video. I don't think I'm going to really be able to explain all about QR codes. I think I'd have to leave out a bunch of stuff. Because the specifications for QR codes is actually quite long. But it's also really cool. I don't know how much I would want to leave out of that, really. It's one of those things where it's like, is the point to be thorough, or is the point to be concise? It's kind of, you can't really have both. So so that's sort of what I've been thinking about. I don't know. Why is it that my brain is ready to think about that when I'm trying to go to sleep, and it's and the rest of the day my brain is like, ugh. I don't know. I'm really tired. I got another set of simulations kicked off before I left work today, so I solved that problem. So I explained that to the new hire while we were, before I left. Basically because the way that I had to visualize it was like with a graph setup on Desmos. I love Desmos. It's great. But I'm not going to log into my account to save the graph on that, and I don't really want to make a Desmos account with my work email. It seems kind of weird. So basically I was like, okay, well, the graph is gonna disappear, so I might as well explain it to you with the graph while it still exists. So she was kind of impressed that I solved the problem the way that I did. But I like to use computers to solve non-computer problems. That's kind of funny because that came up with my brother yesterday when we were talking. And then it came up with then the new hire. I don't know. I still think that the term new hire seems kind of reductive in some way. But I can't really use names. I could, but then I'd have to cut it out. I don't know. I'm kind of tired, so I don't know. And now I'm looking at like the papers I have on my desk, and there's like a bunch of QR codes. It's like, yeah, well. But I think that would be really cool. I mean, to take there's so many videos where it's like, okay, I programmed my own QR code reader. And it's like, okay, how does it work? It's like, well, I mean, just kind of followed. I kind of copied how to do the encoding from somewhere else. I don't really know how finite fields work. And then you have a whole bunch of people where it's like, finite fields are the best thing in the world. What do they use them for? But I don't know. They're important. you know. Um, I don't know that. I'm trying to find my niche for things, right? Or my niche. I don't. It's kind of like the cache and the cachet. I don't know which one is actually the proper pronunciation. Um. So, what is my niche? Niche. I want to say niche, but I've heard niche more often. Anyway, um, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Uh, in life or like on YouTube. You know. It's probably not gaming. I think I have fun with that, and I like doing that. But that's probably not. I don't think I really bring something new to the gaming space, and I don't think that very many people can nowadays. Um, the best way to get into gaming YouTube is to have done it 10 years ago. um, so educational YouTube, I think, definitely has something there. I think I can add something to that space. Maybe. I don't know. The question is what? And the answer might be, well, I can take a concept all the way from the problem through the mathematical weeds to the practical weeds to the, you know, this is what, this is a result. I can publish a QR code reader. Um, you know, I don't know. But that would take so much time. But I don't know. That's the stuff I think about at night. I'm tired. I was thinking of taking a nap, but I think I don't know. I'm always afraid of like wasting my tiredness. Maybe I should just stay tired until tonight, and then when I go to bed. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm gonna probably do now. So I've been reading this every once in a while. When I feel like reading something, I've been reading this math textbook for one of the graduate classes, one of like the 600 level classes at my school. And there's a couple things that there's a couple things I want to actually try out. It's actually a numerical methods book, so I want to actually like program some of the stuff and kind of see actually what's going on. Um, so I'm thinking of actually doing that here now. I might be too tired for that, but that might be a fun thing to do this weekend too. Anyway, this is a lot longer than I expected it to be. I think it's about it.